Good morning. Thank you so much for starting with us. The program is Record on Newspaper Review on 32 FM 94.9, located on the fourth floor of Cocoa House Building, Dugbe. My name is DELE ADEYANJU. And with me this morning is OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
Good morning to you, dear listener. Good morning, Dele. It's good to be here also. We brought our papers to you, and of course, I have the Guardian newspaper, Premium Times, I have Daily Trust, and I also have the Nation newspaper here.
With me this morning, the Daily Post newspaper, the Punch newspaper, the Nigerian Tribune, the Vanguard newspaper, and the Independent newspaper as time permits. Headlines from Daily Post: El-Rufai, government versus NLC. Northern governors react to ongoing strike in Kaduna. Ayuba Waba versus El-Rufai, Buhari government intervenes in Kaduna. Labor strike crisis. And of course, this morning, bandits take over Nigerian army land in Niger as strange chopper hovers villages. Waba versus El-Rufai, declaring NLC president wanted. Needless, Sani tells Kaduna government. Gunmen invade courts in Katsina, kidnap judge. Insecurity, Governor Bello confirms killing of soldiers in Niger bandits attack. Ayuba Waba, we will see in court. Stop attacks on workers, protesters. Serap to El-Rufai. Strike, El-Rufai's abuse of power must be checked in Kaduna. NLC's Waba. Emir of Kano, passengers escape death as Kano Abuja Max Air engine fails. Lawan did not speak for Senate on restructuring Buhari. Local government election, NSCDC deploys 2,800 officers in Oyo. Yorubas will support Igbo if army attacks southeast. Sunday Igbo warns. Still reading headlines from the Daily Post newspaper. CJN begs Jusun to call off strike. And Buhari appoints Abubakar Fikpo as DG NDE, Issa Aremu as NILS director. Buhari seeks NAS approval to raise 2.343 trillion naira loan for 2021 budget deficit. El-Rufai dares Nigerian labor, sacks Kaduna University lecturers. Abakaliki rice mill short as millers workers protest alleged multiple taxation. Insecurity, Buhari should ensure punishment of terrorism sponsors, Methodist Church, and end SARS police army order to pay over 100 million for extrajudicial killings. Okorocha clears air on giving IPOP 500 million naira. Buhari suggests late Chad President Idris Deby was murdered. Governor Kowa sacks 25 commissioners, COS, SSG, others, and finally this morning, activities of Boko Haram terrorists in Nigeria. Embarrassing. That's from the Church of Christ in Nations.
Well, let's see some more headline from Daily Trust. Kaduna shut down. Federal government intervened as El-Rufai Labour stick to their guns. Fresh crisis rocks PDP as EFCC goes after top officials. Over 10 billion naira scandal. Zamfara bandits invade. Then Sadao town cuts away 300 cows, loot shops. Delta governor sacks commissioners, SSG, others. Abiodun suspends aid. Over 350,000 US dollars alleged fraud. And US, 2 soldiers shot dead as bandits abduct expatriate. In Niger, 4 killed as explosion rocks Benga Daniels Hotel. Let's see some more. Army withhold salaries of 45 soldiers in Borno. Kaduna crisis. Nepeng threatened nationwide strike, warns El-Rufai. George kidnapped inside Katsina court. Buhari, Boko Haram exploiting COVID-19 to push back into Nigeria. NLC strike. El-Rufai fires all nurses below level 14. 2023, Kwakwanso meets Kano PDP. Kwakwasiya leaders. Table tennis star Quadri donates kits to 6 Nigerian players. Buhari seeks approval for fresh 2.3 trillion naira loan. Task force dislodges quarters from Igomu bridge shanties. Critics of Southern Governor's resolutions, enemies of Nigeria, ex-minister, Ekiti State Sports Council taxed on innovation and self-reliance. To take one more before we go to another paper, PDP governors lack moral standing to demand for restructuring. APC chieftain.
And straight to the Punch newspaper this morning, LCCI, ACCI, others raise concerns as Buhari seeks nod for fresh $6.1 billion loan. Explosion in ex-governor Daniel's hotel kills 2 in Ogun. Police Osun youths protest as EFCC arrests 34 suspected internet fraudsters. Police beef up security in Lagos, Ogun, over rumored IPOB militants attack. Racists denied my family chance to watch me play. Fashanu. Kaduna labor crisis. NLC threatens general strike as El Rufai declares Waba wanted. 10 billion naira fraud. EFCC probes Afegbua's allegations. Summons PDP chiefs. Suspended Abiodun's aide faces 30 years in U.S. prison for $350,000 fraud. I gave Olise painkillers to play AFCON 2000 final. Okocha. Chinese abducted 2 soldiers cause of bandits killed in Niger attack. Emefiele foresees production boost with Ekiti rice pyramid. And more headlines from the Punch newspaper this morning. On the politics side, restructuring no longer partisan affair. Delta Speaker charges South governors on grazing ban bill. Pandev berates Lawan, says presidency must return to South. Obaseki, loyalists take over local government, suspend PDP. Okorocha accuses Uzodinma of witch hunt. Looting will attract consequences, Uzodinma wants appointees. Federal PDP begins Oyo local government poll campaign. Customs victims' families get 5 million naira. And group insists on Oshibajo for presidency 2023. Those are some of the headlines from the Punch this morning.
From the Guardian newspaper, federal government confirms receipt of £4.2 million Ibori loot. Delta reacts. Buhari seeks fresh 2.3 trillion naira loan to fund 2021 budget. Let's see some more from the Guardian. Fossil fuels divestment may halt $150 billion oil gas project. NAFDAC okays J&J COVID-19 vaccine for Nigerians. Nigeria renews call for return of looted artifacts. Telecom subscribers lodged 3,019 complaints in first quarter. Another one here from the Guardian newspaper. Let's see. Rights clearing agents seek better ports. Federal government willing to work with private sector to revive economy, says Buhari. Let's see another paper.
Vanguard newspaper is next. Gunmen abduct Sharia court judge in Katsina. And Okowa sacks commissioners, SSG, chief of staff, others. Insecurity. Hunters besiege National Assembly, beg federal government lawmakers for opportunity to confront bandits, insurgents. And Macron to Buhari, France will support Nigeria with everything to overcome security threats. Nothing can only grow when financial gain is de-emphasized, AGPNP. And rising insecurity. Our Southeast schools save? Question mark there. DELE announces free education, aid for children orphaned by COVID. YPF Ilanomo Odua begins 4th free entrepreneurial development training. Elumelu, African leaders converge for African conversations. Intervention funds. Emefiele tackles critiques over regional spread. Kano government starts recruitment process for 56 medical doctors. Profit taking. Investors lose 148 billion naira on NGX in a session. Gynecologist denies belief that most babies are born at night. And Unilag attracts 12 billion naira research grant. And Ogun government, Abiodun suspends aid over alleged fraud in US. We will return to power in 2022. Ekiti PDP replies Olujimi. And before we move to another paper, Macron to Buhari, France will support Nigeria. And NCAA to meet fan Nema over bird strikes at airports.
And from Premium Times, Nopeng threatens to halt services nationwide over attacks on NLC protesters in Kaduna. Buhari seeks NAS approval to take another $6.1 billion loan. Kaduna, El Rufai orders sack prosecution of striking nurses for attempted murder. 5 killed, 3 Chinese expatriates missing as terrorists attack Nigerian troops. Nigeria receives £4.2 million Ibori loot from UK. Malami exclusive. Dapo Abiodun suspends 8 arrested in US for fraud. Amidst workers' strike, El Rufai says Waba is a fugitive, offers handsome reward. ACF asks Buhari or Rufai, I beg your pardon, to rescind decision to sack workers. ACF asks El Rufai to rescind decision to sack workers. How Dr. Abiodun's aide was arrested trying to jet out of U.S. Senate confirms appointment of NHRC covering governing council members, and CGN urges judiciary workers to end strike after meeting Labour Minister.
Independent newspaper is next. IGP to policemen be ruthless with armed groups in southeast. And Kaduna strike. El Rufai says government won't change position, sacks nurses. And NIN, Senate asks Education Ministry, NIMC to review policy. Abiodun suspends aid over alleged $650 million fraud in US. And 3 soldiers, 2 bandits killed as terrorist attack troops. Finally, on this page, COVID-19. NAFDAC grants conditional emergency use for Janssen vaccine. I see some other headlines right here. Police restore calm at Kabusa is sharing customs killings. Makinde donates 5 million naira to families of victims. Emefiele denies claims of imbalance in agric interventions. IGP to policemen be ruthless with armed groups in southeast. Bandits are different from other agitators because they want peace.
All right, we have so many talking points this morning, from Buhari seeking for approval for fresh loan to the crisis in Kaduna. We will be back after this break.
Every day is another chance to do it all over again.
Get the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
Guy, what's in the make you scatter house like this, eh?
I beg, you help me see my Airtel SIM.
I carry and give Shade yesterday, but you know they use them again now.
Yay! You don't carry my bonus gift landlord picking. Now today you go pack out.
On top Airtel SIM?
Yes, so if you don't reach 15 days where you never use your Airtel SIM, go find them now. Because why? Ogonga will full on top of. Hey, get 2,000 naira airtime plus extra 200 MB for just 200 naira. The more you recharge, the more you are woofo. To begin enjoy this awoof, just dial *241*7#. Terms and conditions, Deo.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Titan Farms Multi-Business Limited is calling all event vendors in Ibadan to submit a tender. This invite includes a tender from decorators, DJs, caterer, both continental and African dishes, drink vendors, souvenir vendors, MCs, cake vendors, cocktail vendors, ushering agencies, bouncers, floor coordinators, photographers, videographers, etc. The tender is expected to be submitted from Monday, April the 26th to 3rd of May 2021. All interested vendors should show interest of participation by visiting the anniversary committee in our office. Time 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily at Titan Farms House, opposite Motor Dealer Car Mart, Akala Express, New Garage, Ibadan. Visit our website on www.titanfarms.org or at Titan Farms NG on Instagram.
Chidi, now where you dey go, they jump road up and down?
Na papa say make I buy am shakis.
Shagini? Oh, I don't tell this man, say make you know they send this boy buy alcohol now. Papa Chidi, I beg no they send this pikin buy shakis, oh.
Mama Chidi, why now? No be buy, I say make him buy. Make I know they send a message again.
Papa Chidi, you know say na small before you go want know how the thing they taste, eh? And if that one can't happen, when you call the drinker, man down, that big problem with that, oh.
He reached that one?
Yes, so Papa Chidi, he reach. Person will never reach 18, not supposed to touch alcohol. Papa Chidi, you hear me so? Even the Federal Ministry of Health talk say alcohol now for only person we don't reach 18.
Okay, I don't hear. I no go send them again. In fact, make I go tell them myself. Chidi!
Now, Distillers and Blenders Association of Nigeria, DBAN, will be subsector of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, bring on this message.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Rama, you just dey come. Me, I don't break my fast with the food where they give us for here. In fact, now so queue with you before we collect time.
So, all this stress on top say you want collect food for breaking fast.
No worry yourself, because me don't get ogbonge fruit from Adron Homes. You remember I tell you about the Ramadan promo? You sef fit benefit from Adron Ramadan promo package. With shikini money like 25,000 naira initial deposit, you go get food pack or shopping voucher and even spread the payment within 24 months. E no finish for there. For every land where you buy, you sef go collect gift. If you can't pay 1 million income, you go collect food pack, bag of rice, goat, and even shopping voucher. Take joy body. Hey, waiting you they wait for. Oya sharply go Adron Homes, make you sef benefit from the Ramadan promo. For more Tori, make you call us for 0802 200 4260 or 0805 661 4335.
láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ̀ yìí ń kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́yìn ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 08168737222.
This is what you hear on Sunday.
You were beautiful.
This is what happens before Sunday.
Where are the teams? One more slip up and you are out. Do you understand? It's rehearsal time, everybody.
Where's my dress? So
watch Countdown to Showtime, an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the intense rehearsals, painful setbacks, and all the drama as the contestants battle for the ultimate prize on Nigerian Idol. Countdown to Showtime, only on Showmax.com.
FM 94.9.
We are back, 32 FM 949 Ibadan, your Fenya station. It's the Break of Dawn newspaper review. I am OLUTAYO. OGUNADE, DELE ADEYANJU is here.
Thank you, Tayo.
And Austin Idumu joins us on the program.
Good morning, Tayo.
No, Austin, speak up.
Good morning, Tayo. Really good morning.
Good morning, Austin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Where do we start from, Austin?
Do we start from the National, or we start from Kaduna, or we start from wherever?
Let's start from Kaduna.
All right. Kaduna State Government governor has been described as arrogant, high-handed, and there's a face-off right now in Kaduna State. Kaduna is not peaceful at the moment.
And the federal government said it will wade into the labor impasse currently rocking Kaduna State following commencement of 5-day warning strike by organized labor. Federal government intervened as RFI labor stick to their guns.
Yes.
What is happening in Kaduna State?
Don't forget, this is supposed to just be a warning strike. I think the governor of Kaduna State need to be called to order. That's the right word to be used. Of course, the federal government has promised through the Labour Ministry to intervene as far as this issue is concerned. I'm also aware that some prominent northerners, especially the governors, are also trying to look into this situation. The idea of sacking workers for the purpose of strike has never really worked in Nigeria. Igige tried it severally and it proved to be counterproductive. What you are supposed to do is to do what we call constructive engagement. Engage the workers. Where a statement was also released by the Kaduna State government yesterday that Taraba and Benue that are having serious cases of non-implementation of the minimum wage, there was nothing like strike, that the picketing of Kaduna is just politically orchestrated or motivated.
What of Kwara and Gombe?
See, the labor in Kaduna is not particularly concerned about minimum wage implementation.
What is happening there?
What the true situation of things was that El-Rufai decided to lay off some workers.
He says he wants to right size.
Yes, you can right size, you can downsize. The government need money at all costs, and it needs to reduce the cost of governance. This idea of trying to reduce the cost of governance and the first point of call for any government is the labor or the civil service is a major concern. If you want to downsize, you bring about policies and program in such a way that the template that you will use will be very fair, transparent, and at the end of the day, just to all. The idea of saying that grade level 14 should go automatically, no more than 50 persons in a local government. When you are 50 years and above, you can no longer work in Kaduna State. These are an aberration as far as the labor law is concerned. That is not the official retirement age. And between level 1 to level 7, workers will be casualized.
1 to 7.
1 to 7. That is the policy Rufai is bringing on board. And the labor movement says we cannot fold our hands and allow this to happen. He has sacked before. Can you remember his first time?
Oh, yes.
Did even fall? Did labor shut down? A test was conducted for them at that time. Teachers could not even adequately spell their name. You can't allow us to defend such people in service any longer. So the problem is that the high-handedness of El-Rufai and the idea that, oh, whatever I do, I must get away with it, is the major problem that we have. The reason why the warning strike is biting is that all other affiliate unions who were not even supposed to be concerned want to ensure that the governor will act at all costs.
He is saying the civil servant service in that state is over-bloated. Okay, and so how much of the state resources should be spent on governance, in paying salaries, pensions, other emoluments of civil servants, political appointees, and all that? Most of these governors have also, they've said this. Ajimobi said, the late Ajimobi complained about this the other time. Arek Beshola, also former governor of Osun State, also had this complaint when he was in government, and most of them too. So how much? Just another perspective to the story.
See, it's a major issue. The issue of right sizing is a welcome development because it's a way to control costs. If that is going to be done, it has to be on the premise of redundancy. I don't know whether you understand the point I'm making. Those who are no longer adding value should go. Those who were not properly employed, forgery, fake certificate, variance or dichotomy in date of birth or biodata informations. You can bring all of this up as a yardstick to allow people to go.
Now, the dismissal of nurses below level 14, is that an attempt to downsize?
That cannot work. It can't work. Look at what Nupeng is saying. They said if the high-handedness continues, because the staff workers that were protesting yesterday, Hoodlum had to attack them. Infiltrate the protests and turn it to something else. It got to a time Merufa had to even come out to declare Ayuba Waba wanted. Who does that? That is the issue. Everything about labor movements, negotiation or what have you, should end on the negotiation table.
So we don't have to think too deeply about how the NSAS protest turned out the other time. These hoodlums in Kaduna yesterday that attacked the NLC, who sponsored it?
They were sponsored apparently by the opposing party, which is the government as far as this case is concerned. So if anybody wants to weaponize the issue of implementation of minimum wage, that is not even the issue. After all, Ganduje, who first of all started the implementation of 30,600 minimum wage, he got to a time he said, no, we are going to revert because the current financial position of the state cannot longer support that. Were there crisis in Kano? Labor crisis? It depends on how you handle the issue.
But is this the right time to talk about downsizing when we are not even getting it right in the country?
See, downsizing can come at any point in time. It's about getting the right people in the workforce. And if you want to downsize, there's a way you do it. When he conducted his test for aspirants for local government offices, did anybody cry foul? But we are talking about labor issue. You can't say somebody that is 50 years of age automatically will have to go out of service. It's not done anywhere.
Recall that the COVID-19 lockdown has proven to many organizations that maybe even 50% of their workforce are not needed. All right, as a matter of fact, that you can still deliver value, you can still, deliver, value as a matter of fact, without necessarily having the bloated number of people working for them. Maybe also this is what Erufai has seen in Kaduna, and is saying these people are just too much and they are draining the purse of the state.
Charity should begin at home. It should start with its cabinet members, pruning down the level of political appointee in that. I said it earlier. When government want to look inward, want to cut costs, the very first point of call is to actually attack the workforce and say they are not adding value. See, the idea that 50% of workforce because of the pandemic could suffice is no longer an excuse, because majority of people who run at that particular point in time segmented or modulated work attendance. Some actually work from home. It means that some will be in the office. 100% does not have to physically be present. Some will work from home, especially those who are on essential services who have to appear on a daily basis. What Erufai should do, bring up a template, an acceptable template. Even the Nigerian Labour Congress knows that, except we want to deceive ourselves, some workers really had to go. It's very difficult to believe, but the idea of arbitrary laying off of workers is unacceptable.
Why not looking at other options like introducing some other taxes?
That is what I've just said. The government could also look inward. Introduction of taxes does not necessarily mean that people have to be multiple taxes. All those that are already within the tax net. We have a lot of people who are not even in the tax net. So if you want to rake in more money, you expand the tax net. And at the end of the day, when you widen the net, a lot of people will come in. Because there are a lot of taxes that are being collected that are not being remitted to government. If your state government should come up today and want to probe this issue that I'm talking about, you will see that some businesses, private businesses, will be shut. Because some of them will have deducted the taxes from the source, from their employee, maybe for 3 years, unremitted to the government.
Erufai has accused the NLC of economic sabotage, and he says there's no going back on his position. Okay, it's no work, no pay, and all of that until what he has said comes to pass. He's not going to back off. And the NLC is too continuing with the strike, as a matter of fact. How can we resolve the impasse going on in that state as we speak?
Erufai should be called to order. I'm happy that the federal government is wading into it. The northern governors too, they are also talking about this particular issue. No work, no pay, cannot work. Erufai is just deceiving himself. This was how he arrogantly stood to his position during the time some students were adopted, and you had to allow them to spend about 57 days in captivity because you want to maintain your position now that you are in government. And he also stylishly likened the protesting workers to bandits. There was a time he said that even yesterday that they are not different from bandits. How many people have these protesters killed? How many students have they adopted? So Erufai tactics cannot work. He had to go back to the drawing board, engage this labor constructively. If you have to sack people, you must work out a template that is acceptable, not just that it will be peculiar to Kaduna State.
I actually saw Ayuba Waba in another light yesterday. Or was it just because it borders on worker salary and their welfare alone or something like that?
I think because it borders on worker salary and anti-workers policies. Not just about salary. It's not just about salary. It's not just about minimum wage. After all, Tayo, not too many governors are already implementing the 30,000 minimum wage. I'm even aware that even the NSC Secretariat has not started the implementation of 30,000 minimum wage after it has been signed into law for 2 years. Financial reasons here and there. But we must work out an acceptable approach without having the mind to victimize some people or at the end of the day we chunt them. How can you say 50 people per local government from level 1 to level 7 casualization, grade level 14 up should go?
Is it trying to run it like a private sector?
That is what I don't understand. That is why I even said, if you want to cut costs, charity should even begin at home. Start with political appointees.
Over bloated political appointees.
If you have 100, reduce it to 20. Then we'll now know that you mean business. That's what we are talking about. And I've always said on this platform, the issue of don't sack people, don't reduce salary, it can't work. Because financial reality will impose that on organization. Because it is what you make from there that you will spend. But if you want to do it, you will do it logically. When CBN came on board and said, oh, financial institutions do not have right to sack, you must revert back to it was because an organization decided to sack 2,000. But they have developed another way of doing that on a daily basis. People are being allowed to go.
And if
they
this
will say you are not doing well, you are not performing. If you are not performing, can any law tell me to retain you?
If this happens with the state government in Kaduna State, then what happens with the private sector?
That's
they become high-handed
issue.
too.
That's the issue.
And nobody checks nobody.
So El-Rufai must apply caution. He can't win this battle.
All right, we go on a short break. When we return, we'll talk about the approval for fresh loan by Mr. President.
iléeṣẹ́ Novesola wọ́n ní kí n sọ fún ọ pé tòjò tẹ̀rùn gbogbo àkókò ńlẹ̀ dá ádámà nílò náà yàtọ̀ sí náà dògán tá a fi ń sun bọ̀ọ̀lì lábàá oko àgàgà iná sólà tó ń gbàgbára láti inú òrùn tó bá gbọ́ Novel sólà ní ó tẹ̀lé iléeṣẹ́ Novesola wọ́n ti wà ní sẹpẹ́ fún pèsè àwọn èròjà sólà lẹ́lẹ́kàǹkà inverter solar panels and batteries solar kit láti tanná láti charge battery gbọ́ rédíò kọrin jẹ̀gbádùn àti láti tanná ẹlẹ́yin bíi 2 sí 3 solar fan tó ń gbé fan láti tanná sùn dẹ́kun ẹ̀fọn amáranini ṣokùnfà àìsàn ibà solar floodlight fàyíká ilégbèé àtòpópónà fúnṣẹ́ ìmọ́lẹ̀ solar freezer láti ṣe nǹkan jíjẹ mímu lọ́jọ́sí fún mi síta fún oníbàárà solar CCTV camera ẹlẹ́yinjú àsáfàbò nílé iṣẹ́ àtọ́fíìsì solar water heater tí sọmi tútù di gbígbóná solar water pump tó lè fami gòkè ní kànga energy saving appliances DC bulb DCTV DC fan tó ń gbàgbára náà sára bẹ́ẹ̀ làkànṣe solar product wà fún dókítà lecturers farmers tailor àtàwọn ṣọ́ọ̀bù káríkárí Novesola kan náà ń lo kájú ẹ̀ kàn sí wọn bó rajà lólùléeṣẹ́ wọn tó wà ní Akíndélé plaza ìdójúkọ Adámọ̀sìngbà stadium Mọ́kọ́lá Ìbàdàn tàbí lẹ́ka iléeṣẹ́ wọn tó bá súnmọ́
081-8776-6005.
Novesola ló mójútó sola.
Egbògi kan ti délẹ̀ yìí egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe ni ó dára fẹ̀jẹ̀ gidi gan Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí.
Veneto cleanser ni.
já mi sí ọ̀rẹ́.
Veneto cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí bádọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò kò bára rẹ̀ èrí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneto cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà tìgbàlódé NAFDAC fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneto cleanser jáde a wà ní nọ́mbà 17 ọba Akínyẹlé off Adeogun Street Aláàfin Avenue Olúyọ̀lé Estate Ring Road Ìbàdàn telephone 08034051533 fún títà àti rírà ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa Veneton cleanser àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ń ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
Ibadan. 9 Mobile 4G LTE has landed and we are in for the time of our lives. Streaming matches will never be the same. Video calls will be clearer than ever. Work will be so smooth, it won't feel like work. That's smooth.
Yes, Ibadan. Enjoy browsing with quality 4G LTE on 9 mobile data plans. Get 2 GB plus free access to social media for 500 naira, 7 GB plus free access to social media for 1,500 naira, and 3.5 GB free data for night streaming on select monthly data plans of 1,000 naira and above. Dial *200*3*1# to get started. T's and C's apply. 9 Mobile.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No, dear. Na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth, wey could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate. Because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
ṣòfẹ́ mọ̀dí rẹ̀ bí mo ṣe ń dábìí ẹ̀dùn òbí òwe health concern global consult and multilevel marketing cooperative investment credit society limited tó jalagbàtà fún gbogbo àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe herbal food supplement nílẹ̀ òkèèrè làṣírí ibẹ̀ bí wọn náà bá fẹ́ lè ra tó péye tó wọ́n sì tún máa rogún sápò rẹ̀ lọ́nà tó lẹ̀ jí tì tó sì máa gbàdá mẹ́wàá sí ìdá mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún lórí owó tó fi dókòwò lóṣooṣù láì kiri ọjà tàbí múrì fara wa ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ dókòwò papọ̀ pẹ̀lú wa àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti bá a dókòwò papọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ máa gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tẹ́ fi kópa nínú ìdíje yìí kó tó ríire tí ó wáyé lọ́jọ́ kejì oṣù kẹwàá ọdún tá a wà yìí níbi tẹ́ẹ̀dì fọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ ìrìnàjò sí Dubai lọ́ọ̀tìlẹ̀ kan níbi sẹ́mẹ́ntì gbẹdọ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀kadà jẹnẹrétọ̀ fìríjì àtètò ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ ọlọ́dún kan fáwọn ọmọ wa ṣèfàjẹ́ àjọ tó ń rí sí ìyíkoto ìdíje oríire buwọ́lu ètò yìí kàn sí iléeṣẹ́ health concern lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́ epo MRS ní kọjá Bishop Phillips Academy Ìwòrò Ìbàdàn àti ní Stanbic Bank Building Niger West Area Challenge Ìbàdàn pé 090-5000-4816 090-5000-4816 health concern sọ ìlera dọ̀rọ̀.
Hey, why did you put it in the pot like that? You're supposed to break it first.
Says who? This is how I cook my pasta. Besides, it's golden penny pasta. It's non-sticky, so it doesn't matter.
But I want to cook it with meatballs mixed with pepper sauce and cheese.
Go ahead and enjoy your golden penny pasta just the way you want it. Golden penny pasta is made with durum wheat, which contains protein, and it's non-sticky, so you can cook, serve, and eat just the way you want it. With golden penny pasta, your way is best.
For area, then they call me Baba 22. If you look my JC, number 22. My keke plate number encore 22. My house number, of course. I dey cack for number 22. Walale. But you sabi wetin really make them they call me Baba 22? Now because I dey groove 22 times bonus on top every recharge.
Yes, so if you don't take when you use your glow line, reactivate now, make you begin enjoy your own Ogbonge 22 times bonus on top every recharge. It dey pay to reactivate your glow line.
Glow Unlimited.
All right, welcome back. 32 FM 94.9. We're still talking about issues in the news today. Buhari seeks approval for fresh 2.3 trillion naira loan. In Nigeria, we live on loans.
Yes, we live on loan, especially to service consumption, without adequate measure put in place for the productive sector that can jumpstart the economy, that can employ people, that can also make the economy viable. This government has a very serious appetite for borrowing. However, this new borrowing, part of it has been approved for the 2021 budget deficit financing by the National Assembly. This is what we have. Anytime there's something like this, we criticize the federal government that they want to borrow, not knowing that technically one way or the other, at the time of appropriation within the National Assembly, this financing plan has been approved.
I need to get it straight, Austin, because this fresh request is coming barely a month after the Senate in April approved $1.5 billion and another 995 million euros.
That is quite different from this. If you look at the deficit in the 2021 budget, I think it's about 5.6 trillion naira. Out of that, about 2 trillion has been approved. Now the federal government is looking for another 2.3 billion, 2.3 trillion, which is 6.1 billion US dollars. So if you add all of them together for now, it is just within the region of 4.2 trillion naira, which is it still falls below the 5.6 trillion threshold that the National Assembly has approved during appropriation.
So are you saying it's like taking this monies in trickles or in bits?
Yes, you just got the point. Which means that in the next 2-3 months, the federal government is coming on board again with another, to write another letter for approval. That is where we find ourselves. We must say it again. It is not a crime to borrow, but what do you borrow for? We borrow for consumption. Anytime a government wants to borrow, either at federal or state level, there is this argument of critical infrastructure. The ones that have been borrowed by this government, where are these so critical infrastructure that you can point to?
They can't be borrowing money to servicemen wearing agbada up and down, riding in jeeps and all. And that is why some people are so critical of the steps taken by El-Rufai in Kaduna.
Yes, it is only in Nigeria that government will claim to have spent or invested so much, and Nigeria will now be looking for the impact, because the purpose of investment is the impact such investment can create vis-a-vis employment generation and food on the table of the people. This will further create a multiplier effect in the economy and add to the GDP of the country. But the reverse is the case in the Nigerian scenario. Of course, except we deceive ourselves, we have to borrow. But what do we borrow for? We must borrow to finance project that has the capacity to repay those loans. Because what we have in the budget is just a component of debt servicing, not even loan repayment. So these are issues. I think the solution is that let the federal government look inward. Like we had advised the Kaduna State government, let the federal government reduce the cost of governance, because some of these funds also go into private pocket as a result of embezzlement and corruption.
All right, we have the time coming to 17 minutes before 7. No time. 0705 5949, 0809 7949.
Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun on Tuesday suspended a senior special assistant Abidemi Rufai over his involvement in $350,000 alleged fraud in the United States of America. Benefit. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother and sister. This is Somo Passion. Please, I want to speak on Governor Amosun that sacked his aides over alleged fraud in USA.
Dapo Abiodun, not Amosun.
Dapo Abiodun, sorry, Dapo Abiodun. I think this is the time I'm pleading to all Nigerians, especially our political gladiators. This is time for us to do thorough investigation about these people having interest in appointment or elected posts in Nigeria. It's enough for all this bad leadership. That is where we got it wrong. Thank you. This is Ogun Passion.
Thank you for calling. 0705 5949, 0809 7949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Alaja Salama Coca-Cola. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I think you said it all. There's no sin in borrowing. But let us calculate all that have been borrowed. This federal government. They came on board May 29, 2015. And let us value what infrastructure that is on ground to know whether it has commensurate with the amount of money that have been borrowed. That's when we will know whether they are borrowed rightly and use it rightly, or whether they are borrowing wrongly and use it wrongly. Thank you.
Thank you, Alaji, for calling. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's only this one, Rebecca. Austin, please, I want to ask you one question. If you believe the workforce are too much in Kaduna State, do you want to tell me the health workers are okay? The teachers, are they okay? The thing is that the government is not maximizing the workforce itself. They provide parallel appointments even for contractors that are using those that they have. They don't provide for them. They don't equip them. That's why they look as if they are redundant. If the government is not maximizing the workforce, they don't even have enough. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Hello.
Good morning, Tayo.
Good morning.
This is Bayo from Orugun.
Let's shoot.
Thank you. Quick one. Well, borrow. Let us continue. Let us continue. I want to talk about El-Rufai. If you watched that clip yesterday, those talks are throwing stone to the protester, and the police are there standing doing nothing. Imagine, which country are we? Thus pursuing labor. Well, if not the way Waba come out for this thing, the one have zero mind for that NSC president. You know what I'm saying now? I repeat it. If everybody declaring wanted, they are both in the same thing before. But for this one, thank you.
Thank you, Bayo. We'll go on a short break now. When we return, we'll take more calls.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pains wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
When you come into the Glow Cafe, you're in for a world of treats. Not only can you monitor all your voice and data usage with ease, buy, share, borrow, and gift data and airtime in the smoothest ways, pay for any services of your choice using your airtime or your bank card, and manage or change your tariff plan to any plan you prefer seamlessly. You can also add friends, get sweet rewards, and so much more. Oh, and don't forget, if you ever need to recharge outside the Glow Cafe app, just dial *805# to purchase airtime or data through your bank. So, step into your Glow Cafe today.
Or download the Glow Cafe app today. Glow Cafe, when it all goes down.
As the best man, I'd like to give a toast. But first, I have a few things to say. The money they are spraying the couple is reducing. It seems some people have rubbed glue under their shoes to pack it.
Clearly, he's been watching Comedy Nights or maybe My Siblings and I on Africa Magic Urban, DSTV channel 153. Now, you too can get inspired by our local entertainment. Get a HD decoder, dish, plus 1 month DSTV compact subscription for only 18,600 naira. Because great stories start on DSTV.
If you no sabi transfer news, you fit tell your padi say na your team get correct top striker.
What are you talking about?
If you tell your padi say na your team get correct top striker, dem fit shout dey follow you argue.
No way.
If dem shout dey follow you argue, everybody for viewing center fit shook mouth for the matter. If dem shook mouth for the matter, you fit fall your hand for the matter. If you fall your hand for the matter, you fit kick bench as you dey vex. Abeg, before you enter yawa, settle the matter with Google search. Get the latest football news, live scores, transfers, probabilities, and anything wey concern football with your Google app.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn, then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stambicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
I saw self-injectable contraceptive while searching for contraceptive options online. My first reaction was, wow, women can actually inject themselves? Imagine that. No more queues or judgmental aunties waiting at the clinic. I decided to try it because it prevents pregnancy for 3 months with just 1 injection. Also, anyone can do it from anywhere they feel comfortable after being trained by a healthcare provider. I was a tad bit scared the first time I self-injected since needles has always made me uncomfortable. But I found it very easy and less painful than a normal injection. Now, I have gained a lot more confidence in myself. Self-inject contraceptive has put power in my hands. I feel more in control of my body, my time, and my future.
Would you like to explore your contraceptive options and find out more about self-injections? Visit discoveryourpower.org today or search #DiscoverYourPower. This message is supported by Health Promotion Division, Federal Ministry of Health.
Hey,
Hey, why did you put it in the pot like that? You're supposed to break it first.
Says who? This is how I cook my pasta. Besides, it's golden penny pasta. It's non-sticky, so it doesn't matter.
But I want to cook it with meatballs mixed with pepper sauce and cheese.
Go ahead and enjoy your golden penny pasta just the way you want it. Golden penny pasta is made with durum wheat, which contains protein, and it's non-sticky, so you can cook, serve, and eat just the way you want it. With golden penny pasta, your way is best.
0705 500949 0809 700949. Hello. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Mark. I'd like to quickly say something about El Rufai, and we really need a whole lot of, I don't know, maybe there should be some kind of retreats for governors from time to time to understand the essence of governance and why they are there. In a country like Nigeria, where we know that most people depend on this government work for survival, what I thought El Rufai should have done is to utilize these people, to boost the economy of that state. There are so many things that can be done in Kaduna. In fact, the staff he has, they are not still enough. The labor there, they are not enough for him to grow the economy of that state. It is just that we want something that we do quick. No, we have to discuss long-term projects that will help a state and help the economy. Now, if you are laying people, in the last 6 years, he has laid off over 20,000. And then we keep saying that is bandits in that part of the country. I'm only suggesting that we always look for a way to utilize the people we have to grow the economy of our state. There are so many things you can do with them.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Adeshi Yomola from UI. Let's leave the saga aside for now. The president that wants to borrow money is the presidency or the president. Where did you guys see the president address you guys generally? That's the best of today.
Thank you. I'm sure if you listen to the analysis from Austin, you should have gotten some clarity to that particular story. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, comrade. Uh-oh. It dropped from your end. Please kindly return the call. 0705 500949 0809 700949. Hello.
Good morning. Mr. Tayo.
Good morning, sir.
I'm very good at your from Oyo. Concerning borrowing, it is still going on, and they continue to borrow, but it's not surprising to where they spend it. I believe the president is keeping to his promise that any developmental program from that 2015, 80% of any developmental program for the country will be for the North. So they are slowed down. While they are making roads and railway lines in the North, down to sister countries in the North, and the church and all those places. So they are so intense, they are so surprised whatsoever. We know what the president is doing. He's developing the North.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm following calling from Papa Dodo. Yoruba will say something. You are the one complaining of infrastructure deficiency. You are the one complaining about it, and if you not job of everything, you have to provide for it. But I think you are the one complaining for cost of governance. But the way the government refined it, to me, I don't support it. You cannot just say somebody to go home like that. It's not possible. He has made a technical mistake or tactical mistake. So just like what Mr. Austin has just said, let him go back to join board and go and look for another strategy to discuss on governance. Not the way he did. He can't keep it on, sir.
Thank you for your call there. Delta grants full autonomy to judiciary. GSM and all southern governors should follow suit. We need to have a united South that will form a brand new nation with great prospect. We must not allow the North to influence us with their... Okay, we need to go to... Okay, thank you, Sam Ayo. We got your message there. Hello, 32 FM. Let Kaduna State Government, El-Rufai, go and hide under the blanket of God. He, El-Rufai, will lose this battle gallantly. This is not the right way to approach issues like this. After all, Kaduna State is not his personal property. In the light of this, El-Rufai should rethink his stance on workers-government relations. God bless Nigeria. Balogun from Ologuneru. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Tayo.
Yes, sir.
Please, they should not, when they borrow their money, they should not forget this school fee loan for those students that will repay the loan back when they are gone. Have a nice day.
Right. 0705 5,949 and 0809 7,949.
Yes, Delta State Governor has granted full autonomy to judiciary in that state. Of course, the legislature have enjoyed full autonomy before now in Delta State. I think to mention too is Governor Wike of Rivers State has granted judicial autonomy to the judiciary too. So all other governors, this is the very first point of call.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, this government continue borrowing money. Why 80% of Nigerians are starving? They cannot afford to buy a cup of gari, chocolate of rice. What's all these things? These people lack managerial skills.
Hello, good morning. Hello. All right, 0809 7,949, 0705 5,949. We can take maybe one or two more calls before we wrap up on the show. There's so many headlines this morning, but we were able to talk about just two. Hello.
Hello, Cairo.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Precisely. Go on.
Hello.
Make your point.
Hello.
Well, I'm not sure you can hear, but we could hear him actually. One more call before we leave the studio. At 7 will be time for Smart Kids Show with Auntie Yellow. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Tayo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, John, calling from my father. The only mineral resources that this government discover is only borrowing. I pray that Nigeria will not be fit for sale very soon before they go. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Austin, we have to go.
Yes, the issue of borrowing, it may absolutely be inevitable, but government should do their priority right and ensure that we spend on things that are meaningful, things that can trigger development, not on consumption and payment of recurrent. God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much for your time with us. The program returns tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. My name is DELE ADEYANJU.
Good morning to you. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
FM 94.9.